Hello everybody and welcome back to Granite Shores in Citie Skylines, where today we obviously have some flooding problems, so we're going to check around the town and ensure that none of the streets, say like right here, oh my gosh, right here, yes, need some fixing. Put it right there because it is coming from above it. So that should get rid of most of the water right there. Yes, it does. We have more water flowing through here, which makes sense. This is a very high density area. So it really does make sense that there would be some water. I did not hear that click in. So it confused me for a second. And then we have water moving through here, which I am more inclined to say we want the bigger one for the bigger road. Say right about there. And that should take care of all of that quite nicely too. We have water coming down through here, so we'll put another small one right on this point. And it's really weird that I could just draw another line that goes up through there to get that all connected. So there's a little bit of water back here. Not too much that I'm worried about, though. Or did it stop raining? No, it's still raining. Now, some of the problems are, like, right here, there's just water behind them. And not much I could do about that, unless I can get it directly on the level that it is at, which is not a very easy thing to do. What is that where the highway is? The underground one? How far does that stick out? Do you actually attach to it? Yes, you do. That is interesting. So that's what that was attaching to. And there's oh wait. I was about to say there's no way to turn that off either, but if I hold Alt, it does something similar. Of course, I can't hold Alt and do the Angry Bird at the same time. So, I'm going to put it right here. And hope that that would take it away. It is still raining a little, so that works. And that should be absorbing all the water from that. And this is why I have issues with some of the hills. That water isn't accurately displayed on hills, specifically. So, and I don't know why. Like up here, it says that it's flooded this park, but there's nothing tall enough. Oh, well, now it doesn't. Trying to prove me wrong. I see how it is. But see, that street said it was, but... And it says it's starting to flood. Oh, wait. We saw a little water over here. So maybe that's what it is. I've been watching Death Note lately. Oh yeah, before I go on, I did want to throw up on the screen real quick that that my videos are getting heavily demonetized, and I have no idea why. As you guys know, I try to avoid cursing as much as possible, and it's not like Citie Skylines is a violent game at all, so I'm really confused as to why I am getting demonetized, but I am. So, and one of the more stupid facts too is that they don't get reviewed unless they get, it says, and I'll put that up to 1,000 views in 7 days. I think that's not quite right, because... Oh yes, and we're going to need to start making the roundabouts and whatnot for the roads that will go through here. But I don't think that's quite right, because I've had videos get reviewed, but at the same time, I don't think... but if I do that, then the monorail has to go super high to get over. So we'll put it underground, rather. Oh, but then it can't easily connect to the side roads. Unless I connect it back here. We'll figure that out. But though it says 7, I think it's just an average. So if the video can get enough views that if it continued to get views like that, it looks a little high off the ground on both sides, that it'll be slated to get reviewed. But yeah, that looks a little high. The precision engineering has kind of toyed with the cursor a little bit. Anyways, I'm easily distracted while I'm building. That's why I normally just talk about the building while I'm doing it. But so it's probably an average more likely. So if I can get so many within a certain amount of time, it will be slated for review. But I think that slating can get reversed if it drops below that average. Well, not reversed, but canceled if it drops below that value. So it's kind of this game of, will I have enough views at the time for it to be marked for review? So, and if nothing gets to it before that ratio goes off end, well, I'm kind of just snickered at that point. So, anywho, but let's get back to this. I did delete all those, and I am now realizing I'm gonna need one. It is an even distance between... And I'm thinking what I want is I want one station here and one station here. Now, I do know that the stations are 10 long. So, in fact, if I drew one of these down and put one of these, say this one in. Ooh, that's not actually far enough for the residential. Ooh. Needed to be a little farther than 2. More like 2.5, it seems. Well, we're just going to have really good healthcare or something. Because, yeah, it doesn't get outside of that at all. Okay, we'll just have really good healthcare then around here. We'll ensure that the healthcare is up to par. Now, this road almost seems ridiculous at the height it's at. Because it just bubbles over between that road and that road. So we don't need it so high, and we can use the terrain tool to make it a bit nicer too. Okay, let's not drop... Well, let's actually increase this one because that would match it a little bit better. Okay, now this is probably going to destroy the terrain a little. Just a little. Now what we could do is level the terrain to it all around. And I really wish, or at least to some degree, I really, really wish that this terrain tool or the Move It mod actually gave me elevation changes and or changes. Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, Yep. Come. No. Move it. Mod. You. Off. It would give me numbers, because I can't do much without the numbers, and the numbers don't want to work with, and I can't do anything without the numbers, so I'm kind of not able to do much in this case. Okay, let's pull that back so it looks all nice. See if we can actually make this a little bit nicer now that I messed with the other side a little. A little bit. We can smooth all that out too. They'll give us some soil too, which we've been needing. So that's actually good. This side actually doesn't need to be so high. So if we lower it like to about right there. This one is a little ridiculous being as low as it is. So we can raise that up. I said I would do this off camera, didn't I? But anyways, yeah, I'll go around the town after this episode and check out all that and see if I can't level out the city a little bit. So that, first of all, it works with any rain that we get. Second, that it just, well, it'll make all the zoning a little bit nicer so we don't get those cliffs behind houses. So, but let's take a look at these medium roads. And let's do a 3-lane. And it has to go out to about right there at that point. Ah, no, it's not 10 long. I thought it was 10 long. No, it's 9 long. That's right. Then you know what? I want you in a different spot. I want you based off of this one then. Just like that. That way they're further from each other. What in tarnation happened there? The terrain dropped, it seems. Let's pick that up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some soul searching throughout the city, try to make some of these roads a little more level. Because as you saw right there, that it gets a little ridiculous. But let's continue from this side. Yeah, from that point to there. And again, I'll fix that in a moment. Let's get this in first and foremost. Why are you 3 above? I do not want you 3 above. I want you on the ground. And why do you even... like, seriously. I do need to raise the terrain across there, too. So, not that that is anything shocking. Let's throw this in. Just like that. And I'll definitely have to level it out through the center there. And we could throw the track through the center. Now the idea here is actually rather unique. So, they're going to come out of the stations, right? Then I'm going to have them avoiding the main road. Actually, can I do this from both sides? No, on the ground, because I want people to actually be able to get on it. Can I increase it to the middle here? I can. And then back down to the ground on this side. No. Okay, I'm guessing this side is going to look rather odd. Because it goes... Okay, maybe not. It goes into the ground, though, which I would say is rather odd. But anyways, let's have this one go up. And then this one go down. So all the pedestrians are essentially not needing to cross this super, super busy street. Which is a very good thing, as anyone could tell you. Oh, we need to level this one first. To about right there. Now we can see how much we need to level this one. To about right there. And I'll do something a little more precise as I go through the city. But, for the time being, that's kind of our trans highway. Now, how are we going to have off-ramps? I'm biting at my lip, too, so I'm sorry for any noise that would relate to that. It's a little dry out lately. I need to get some chapstick, but I haven't yet, so... Actually, we should have an off-ramp that just goes right there. Another one right there, then another one right there, and then on-ramps. I don't even know how on-ramps will work here, as we would need it to go underground to get to the other side. That's probably the biggest issue with stuff like this, but... Okay, let's get the... So we can actually kind of combine it into one road about here. Although 2 wide is not very decent, especially since it's going into 3 wide on that side. So, let's... See, why is it too high? Why is it already too high right there? Anywho, let's get it above the terrain right there. Actually, no, let's actually... No, we will have it smaller. We'll have one of these coming out right here. I can't make that short of a jump. Which... Oh, wait, maybe I can. Just to right there. And then the monorail will go down the side there. But for the time being, let's actually have it jump across. Can I move you back one, just like the other one? Kinda, not really. Anyways, I want this to be a roundabout, so... Actually, let's not even have it go out to there. I do want it to roundabout, but I need to see how this is going to work first. So, we're going to have these small roads again. So, if I go from there to... How far out is 1? Right there. So, if we do this one out... Wow, that is very awkward. An elevation increase. Wait, that's not one out. What? What was I doing right there? I just derped that so hard. Oh, I see what I did. I went up to the road guideline and not where it actually was out 1. And just like that. Now, I will have to get the move it tool just a little. Maybe put the one up here on the ground. Actually, let's do that. I want these 2 parts on the ground. And I will actually lower them so that it looks nice. So this can go down quite a bit. Just to like right there. And I know it'll clash with the hill a little. They'll create a really big cliff, but you know, it's fine. Oh, not even. There's a little bit of a cliff, but not nearly as bad as I thought there would be. And then this needs to go down a little. And then I don't even know why it let me build that. That is definitely not 9 above. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing something similar to this. To the rest of the city. So. And there we go. We have a nice little roundabout. Let's smooth the... Let's smooth the hill off a little. There we go. A little bit of cliff on this side, but not terrible. So we need... Let's try to follow the rule. And that is off-ramps before on-ramps as much as we can. So... You could have an off-ramp right there. It's probably going to look weird. It's not bad. It actually could be a lot worse. Although I would move this just a little bit down. Just to try to make it a little straighter. And then move this down a little. Yeah, just like that. It's a happy little bush. Someone told me I talk like him a little. And not that it's insulting at all, but I just find it amusing. It's not insulting at all, actually. He didn't seem like he was that bad of a guy. Okay, now you're not wanting to snap. And I did have that on, which probably helped that little bit. So if I have this like that, then I go back to highway and upgrade it. That works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now I have my on-ramps. I need my off-ramps. Now the biggest problem is that the easiest way to do it is put the off-ramp right here, or the on-ramp right there. Actually, the on-ramp right here actually would be better in the other direction. So, yes, I did some terrain or some move it mod that actually wasn't needed. No, not what I meant. Okay, let's get some normal road. There's a lot of water right there, though. So if I did that, it threw me underground for some reason. Oh, this game. You're so silly. I could do a pretty good King Candy impression. I'm not going to, but... Because I know that's a voice that can be quite irritating. So... Just to try to get that on-ramp a little nicer. It's good to know that there's a puddle right there. In fact, there's one over here. It's probably coming from the industrial, which we will need to ensure that none of that does. Yep, all the water flowing down right here, so that's good to know. I'll have to raise all of this so that it stays back here, and we'll have to have a drain back there to take it on. Do we have any streets that are specifically... We do not. They're specifically flooding. Primarily just houses and stuff. There's not much I could do about that other than putting drains in the parks, but this area is so steep. I'm not even sure if that would help. And again, though, I can't see where the water is because of the slope. But it does look like we took care of most of the water issues. Other than this one, I don't know how to solve this one. I do have this down here. I don't know where the problem is, though. And not enough cars or people go down this for me to just sit here and watch it. Maybe you? Nope. Oh, because it's closed off at the moment. Okay. Well, I'm not going to know from that, so... Anyways, our little polluted back area right there. It does seem to be expanding out this way, but I'm not sure. Anywho, back to the task at hand. So we could have, but the thing is it would make one-way rails too, and I don't even think there are one-way rails. So I have to somehow connect to that. No, just normal. Can you? Wow. The Angry Bird's been on the entire time. That's why I've been able to do stuff so nicely. That is a mistake. Or that was a mistake. I might just leave that for leveling purposes of the tram route or of the monorail. Might actually keep it in. Because some of the stuff, I think, like this, would not be allowed, would it? That one would have been, kind of. Yeah, that one would have been. Oh, I can hold control to snap to specific points. That's good to know. Something I didn't. There's so much to this game that it's very easy to not know everything. So, just like that. That looks good. So technically, you should do on-ramps before off-ramps, but you know what? This is just... I'm just going to do this. Cannot build on water. Ah, it's underwater. I should raise that point anyways. It is a little low. Just to right there. This can be lifted up a little. As can some of these. Let's get it even with that. And to be fair, this has to be lifted a little bit to make it look nice. There we go. But, ooh. That would be kind of scary to go down. But, if we continue with this, turn off the Move It mod. And connect. No water being there at the moment, which is good. I guess just that for the roundabout. It's not going to be terribly busy, so I don't think it would be an issue to just have it like that. But at the same time, now we have to figure out how this is going to connect up to this over here. So, well, obviously first things first, we need it to elevate. Because if it's going to go over... I was thinking of attaching it to this, though. But that's just a little too close. Okay, let's get rid of it for a second. And let's get the leveling tool because, yeah, I was right. It was a bit high right there. But let's go back to the roads. I want it at 9. No, why would you even say I could if I could not? Maybe just a small little bit, and we'll see if that can actually connect. It can. But can the monorail connect through that? In fact, we should have probably put the monorail up first, and that's not right. Space already occupied. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Let's get the monorail up first. And then we could put the roads up to it. That way they split away for the monorail. I don't think I can make that any smoother, can I? No. So the monorail's just going to go up at that angle. But this gives us room to connect it to this. Why? Oh, because there's a pillar there. And space already occupied, but you're... I'm connecting to you. Why is that a thing? Well, that's the timer though, so that is the end of the episode. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more and see what I can come up with. But yes, the little pedestrian walkways here, we'll go over here and I'll put in some pedestrian walkways on either side so that they can walk through. Maybe have... Can they walk through parks completely? Maybe have a path and we'll rezone this a little differently due to that. But anyways, that'll be it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, as it does help the channel, and do subscribe if you're not already to catch the next episode as it comes out. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But for now, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Do check the description below to see how you can help support the channel, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.